All right, guys, welcome. Hey, it's so exciting. We are here to talk cloud, and I've got my good friend Fabio Gori. Welcome.
Hello, Rob. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Hey, I want to make sure I get this straight for, especially for the questions that I want to get into that I've got for you. I deal with a lot of the business units, and we're in the technologies and such like this, but your role is certainly cloud, and really Cisco's vision around cloud, but specifically, what are you responsible for?
So I'm responsible for marketing Cisco's cloud solutions, which is really, a cross-BU sort of portfolio. Yeah, exactly. Now, within those solutions, I'm also responsible for product marketing of specific products like, cloud management, orchestration, container platform, and the likes. But those end up being, just components of larger solutions that we normally build.
Yeah, okay, so really it is about bringing together multiple partners sometimes as well, so it's not just multiple groups within Cisco. So let's first understand, kind of the check. We've talked cloud for a while. I think we're past any thought of this being any kind of a phase of some sort that we're in. We're in a reality of cloud, but then we get specifically into, because it's still too broad of a term. So first of all, how would you define where we are today? What's important for customers to understand about Cisco's relationship to cloud?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start from the business kind of needs out there, right? I mean, all the companies right now are executing their digital plans. And digital plans fundamentally means accelerating time to value, especially when it comes to, for instance, building new applications faster and faster. You're digitizing everything, you need more and more apps to interact with your customers, make your operation more efficient, and the likes. Now, how do you do this, right? You fundamentally pick up innovation from wherever it comes from. It could be from your own developers, but also very often you have a lot of fantastic tools and software that come from the cloud. There is no one cloud, there are multiple clouds. And so people want to use innovation from wherever it comes from. And this makes actually things complicated. You get great business advantages, but pulling together all these different cloud services is fairly complex, right?
So you're really talking about increasing internal velocity.
Absolutely.
And the ability to be more efficient in and of yourself as a company, because we've all got to digitally move faster and more effectively.
Absolutely.
But there's more to it than even that.
Cloud is a business conversation, and the challenge that IT has is fundamentally to be able to satisfy the business need of speed. In fact, we're hearing from customers more and more. We have a Cisco survey that says that 65% of IT executives expects to see more and more need for speed. And this is very often now traded off for cost, like it's becoming more important. People are ready to spend more when they get to the cloud.
So they're even saying, hey, it's worth it, even if that doesn't mean it's not the lowest cost solution we're looking at per se. What's the most effective?
If I can be twice as fast as my competitor, and I spend more, it does not matter.
Long-term results. Yeah, exactly, because you get a whole first mover advantage and stuff as well. What do we mean, because I hear this term used a lot within Cisco, and I'll make sure we have it defined correctly, but native cloud, or cloud native, I think is how we say it. What do we mean when we say something is cloud native?
Well, I could respond easily saying there is a cloud native foundation, but which is true. But what really this means is adopting new methodologies for actually developing applications faster and more efficiently. It depends on where you're looking at, right? For instance, people are looking at the shift to containers in terms of how the innovations are built. Many are pointing to DevOps, which is fundamentally a philosophy that there isn't like a DevOps playbook, right? DevOps
to your point of internal development,
Exactly. So you need to get faster. You need to avoid doing the kind of test and dev methodologies that we had in the past. People are still stuck sometimes in the past. Right now, you got to be faster and faster in developing these new releases. If you look at the web giants that have paved the way to this, they have multiple drops of the same software, sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a single day. Whereas a typical enterprise will probably launch a new software release in 6 months until recently. Now they're catching up to speed.
Well, that's a mindset change, and I've heard our DevNet team speak to this a lot, because it's the notion of, hey, change is normal as opposed to abnormal. Whereas we get ready for a change window every 6 months. Oh, you're going to die quickly if you're doing something like that.
It's a cultural change.
So cloud,
absolutely. You need to change your business processes, and you need to change your IT processes, right? You cannot open 6 trouble tickets to get a virtual machine to a developer. It's not going to work anymore.
So let me ask you on the terminology front once again. There's the notion of hybrid cloud versus, say, multi-cloud. I sometimes will use those interchangeably, but I think you were saying that's not correct.
Absolutely.
What's the right way to look at it?
The way we look at this is, at Cisco, is fundamentally multi-cloud is this business need of using multiple cloud services to satisfy your business needs and innovation needs. Hybrid cloud is, in the end, you're going to end up using some clouds in a pretty major way, right? Maybe more than other clouds, and you want to have a specific integration of your networking, your security, your cloud management, orchestration, and the likes for that with that specific cloud.
Right.
So you want to have a specific integration with Azure. You want to have a specific integration with AWS. Every cloud is different, and so you end up needing specific integration, right, with any given cloud. And because they're all different, these integrations are all different.
Well, that's a good point too, because it's not like, oh, I'm an AWS person or I'm a Azure person. Well, that doesn't matter. They're both good at really different things, and it depends on your application, and more than likely you're going to end up using both and many others we haven't heard of yet, or your own internally as well. So Cisco is making all this kind of come together much more smoothly.
Absolutely. You may have seen the AWS, the Cisco solution for AWS, for Kubernetes solution, for example. And what we've done is we integrated the security layer. So now you use the same set of keys to authenticate whether you're on-prem, right, on a cloud container, or Cisco container platform on top of, say, Cisco HyperFlex, right?
That's perfect.
That's the on-prem. And the Cisco EKS, which is the Elastic Kubernetes Service. So it's like you have a single Kubernetes service across the public cloud in AWS and on-prem. That's an incredible advantage, and of course it gives you much more security and confidence around the solution itself.
Well, I know your team's doing a really good job of presenting here on the show floor, and we're going to be getting more information on them soon. Fabio, thank you so much. Guys, thank you.